It's the Sleepers Podcast, post-Valentine's Day edition. Cart, did you have a good Valentine's Day with the Queen?
I did. First Valentine's Day as a married couple. It was good.
Do you want to elaborate on that?
Nah, I don't want to give people too much of an insight to my personal life. I like to separate pod and personal the best I can.
It's very true. You do a good job of that. What are you chewing on right now?
A mint.
You decided to pop a mint immediately as we start the episode?
Yeah.
All right. I respect it. That's a very, I would call that like Ron Artest type move, maybe. Like you're unchained right now is how I feel.
You do. I feel like you do call me Ron Cart or Meadow, some form of
Ron Cartest.
Yeah, I feel like that's been called by me before, and it's on the socks that you got me for your wedding day. So
it is.
Fits.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Well, good. I'm glad to hear you had a good Valentine's Day. The Waddell household also had a good Valentine's Day. You know this. I'm powering through right now. We're doing a morning recording. So if you're watching on YouTube, like Cart looks immaculate, pause, but his room is very well lit. It looks great. I produced After Dark for Fielder 68 last night, and normally I sleep in a little bit when I do that. Not the case today. So I'm a little groggy. It's all right. I'm going to play through it. Can't always have your best stuff, folks, but it is what it is. We have part 2 of our preseason predictions that we are revisiting. Part 1 on the channel. You can find that. If you haven't seen it, go watch that first. Should we spoil the number? We have to spoil the number. We were 16-14. I was 16-14 through the first 30 predictions. We have 38 more predictions to get through. Carter is the judge. He will tell me if I win or lose these predictions.
I'm not feeling as good about my initial you getting to around the 40 range as I was before. We fell off towards the end.
You said 60, right? Not 40.
I did not say you were getting 60 out of 68.
Oh, I'm at a 60%.
Oh yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah. You can still hit that, I think. We'll see.
It's going to be tough. Because the final portion of this is going to be really tough. But let's jump right in. Cart, number 31, we're going to do the next few in the SEC predictions. Prediction 31, Kentucky will win the SEC. Reminder for the people, there's no middle ground here. You have to give me a winning grade or a losing grade. This is a tough one.
I'm going to give you a winning grade because I think that Kentucky's going to make a push. Now, I know you mentioned in the last episode that Auburn might fall off a little bit. They did take one loss in that before that phrase. So kudos to you on that. I don't know if you get like a half point for that for saying that, but I can still see this Auburn team faltering down the stretch. And if it gets close, who knows? I mean, they've never been through that quote unquote pressure before, and pressure makes diamonds or bust pipes. So I still think this Kentucky team has their best basketball in front of them. They're a Final Four contender. I think they could still make a push to win the SEC.
I like that. I'll take the win, 17-14. Kentucky, to me, is the best team in the country. I do agree that Auburn is going to keep faltering. I said that. I don't think it was prior to their loss, but I'll take the half point on midseason predictions there from you. But Kentucky's undefeated at home. They're really, really good at home. They have a couple big road games they got to win if they're actually going to catch Auburn, who they're one game back from, at Tennessee tonight. We're recording this on a Tuesday. It's a huge one. And then they go at Arkansas next weekend. So if they can win those 2 games or even one of those 2 games, I feel like they can still catch Auburn. I think Auburn has 2 losses in them before the end of the season. Kentucky 1 game back with 6 to play. I will take the victory, though. Thank you, Cart. 17-14 is the record. 32, Ty Washington will win SEC Freshman of the Year. And wait, I think this was a / and be a top 5 freshman in the country.
I can't give that to you. I don't think that.
What?
Yeah. I can't. He's not SEC Freshman of the Year.
Who are the top? What? Who is?
Jabari Smith.
Oh yeah. Forgot that. My bad.
Top 5 freshmen in the country. I can give you though. I don't know if we're but we're in or out. I'm gonna have to go out.
Who would you say are the top 5 freshmen in the country?
Jabari, Chet,
Paolo.
I guess Ty is a top 5 freshman in the country, but he's not SEC Player of the Year, so I don't know how you want to, or SEC Freshman of the Year, so I don't know how you want to rule that.
Well, you're the ruler. It's a loss, 17-15. I forgot Jabari Smith existed for a second. That's the grogginess I'm talking about.
It's okay.
Here we are. Number 33.
It's funny to be on the other end of that because I feel like I'm the one who's like groggy, except I don't have an excuse for being groggy. I act like I'm groggy. Like I have those brain.
We need Carter Elliott's mental clarity at an all-time high today. We'll see how this goes. Number 33, Jaden Shackelford will win SEC Player of the Year. That's a loss.
Yeah.
17-16. 34, Tennessee will have a better record than they did last season. Last year, their record was 18-9.
And where do they stand currently? If you can look that up real quick.
Oh, we're looking it up, Cart.
Okay.
Tennessee is currently 18-6, 9-3 in the SEC, with 6 games remaining.
6 games remaining. I think they'll finish better than that.
Yeah, they go 3-3 down the stretch. They're 19-9, which I think they can do that. That team is like weirdly good. It's like a combination of like I like Chandler, I like Ziegler, I don't like Fulkerson or Vescovi, but besides that, like I still like Rick Barnes. He says push a P. I'm with that. So I think they'll have a better record. I think they can pull that off. So I like this Tennessee team better than last season's Tennessee team, which I think confuses people because they're less talented. Who they lose? They lost Johnson and Springer, and everybody loved those guys. You and I were like in the middle of a back and forth love affair with those guys last season. At times we were like, they're Final Four. And then at times we were like, they're not even good enough to make the tournament. And that was true. They were very bipolar. This year's team is a lot more consistent. Their defense is for real. Vescovi is a guy that I don't like either, but I like him more with this roster than I liked him with last year's roster. Last year, they would just give him the rock when they had Jaden Springer, and I'd get really annoyed. This year, like, I don't mind if he has the rock, and I love Kennedy Chandler, but like I still don't mind if Vescovi is like taking big shots for this team. The guy Ziegler's the fun guy who's like really coming on. He's a wild card. Like I wish Ziegler was on a team I liked more because he's a guy who can change things.
He's good. I don't know.
Full disclosure, I didn't know Ziegler existed until like a week and a half ago. And I was watching Tennessee make a furious comeback from like down 14. I forget who they were playing. Texas, maybe. And I thought he was Kennedy Chandler. Like he was just hitting these pull-up threes over and over and over again. And like I hit the group chat like, yo, Kennedy Chandler is on one right now. Yeah, and then they zoomed in and I was like, I thought like something had happened to Kennedy Chandler's jersey. Like, and he was wearing like a bench warmer's jersey because he had no other option. That's what I thought happened.
Dudes look completely different, but yeah, that dude's just straight up gamer, just like tough gamer, like all those words that people use. He's what like, all right, he's what people think Colin Gillespie is, but we'll talk about that later.
Do they look that different? I swear I'm not being racist with this.
No, well, Ziegler has braids and Kennedy Chandler doesn't.
I honestly thought Kennedy Chandler like sometimes wore braids.
No.
I'm wrong at that.
100% wrong.
All right, that's on me. I don't watch enough Tennessee basketball. 18-16 is the record. 35. Walker Kessler will be all SEC first team.
That's correct.
I think that is correct.
That was a great take by you.
Thank you. Yeah, he I had a note in here. He averaged 18 and 10 last season when he averaged 20 or more minutes a game. Like I've always believed in Kessler's talent. I didn't think he'd be the shot blocker that he is. More on that in a second, but he's good.
Sorry, that 20-minute a game number triggered me a little bit with the big man. Sorry. We can that was a good take though. I like that.
Thank you. Number 36, Colin Castleton will win Defensive Player of the Year in the SEC.
Unfortunately, no, that will go to Walker Kessler.
That goes to Kessler, but that's just because Kessler's been so good. That's not really a flight to Castleton, but oh well. All right, 19 and 17, number 37, Arkansas will finish outside the top 3 in the SEC.
That's true.
That's a good one.
Wow. Okay. Hey, these last couple ones. Go ahead. You got something to say on this? I mean, you're going
like every time I hit a good prediction, it wakes me up a little more.
There we go. Let's rock. That's a good one.
I also had a note in here that Chris Likes is not Moses Moody. Would you like to comment on that?
That's obvious. I don't know. They're just two different players.
It felt pretty profound when I wrote it. Number 38, 6 SEC teams will make the NCAA tournament. And I have them listed if you would like me to list them.
You are correct, but I would like to hear them.
The 6 that I listed are Kentucky, Tennessee, Auburn, Arkansas, Alabama, Florida.
So you left somebody? You left a couple teams out, or did you leave 1 or 2 teams out that's going to make it?
Looks like I left out LSU.
LSU, okay.
Who I think are we sure LSU is going to make it?
I think they will be able to. I think
18-7 right now, 6-6 in the conference. They've lost like 5 of 7, I believe.
Yeah, I think they'll be able to kind of right the ship. They had a big win at Mississippi State. That helps a lot. But
they've lost 6 of 8.
I still think they'll be able to
6 of 9
in there. I still think they'll be able to get in there. But yes, your prediction is correct. The 6 teams getting in. Arkansas is for sure in, right?
Arkansas's, yeah, unless they blow up down the stretch. They're 8-4. They're ranked right now.
Okay. Which they easily could.
Yeah, they should be. And SEC metrics are going to help teams. Like, that's a really strong, really tough conference this year.
Right.
Okay, I'll take a win. I'm surprised you're giving me a win on that for not including LSU, but I will take the leniency. 21-17 is the record. Let's move to the Pac-12. And I can tell I didn't want to write predictions about the Pac-12 because there's like only 5 here, I think. Number 39, UCLA will be the number 1 overall seed in March.
Number 1 overall?
Overall.
Yeah, that's wrong.
That's wrong.
Sorry.
I had Peyton Watson written as a note there. That already not pretty. Like, why free my dog, man? Why are they not playing him?
I've been telling people, man, Mick Cronin, why? Like, what is it about Jules Bernard and Jalen Clark? Like, those are good players, but I don't know. Maybe play my lottery talent. I'll never we on Sleepers Media will never, ever condone the benching of all of McDonald's All-Americans not McDonald's All-Americans. Don't let me say that. We will not condone the benching of lottery picks. That's unforgivable. That's unforgivable.
And that honestly is. We talk about Bibles of like sleepers betting. We need to have a Bible of college basketball at some, like, that would be probably number 2 on the list of don't do things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do not bench your lottery picks. Play
your talent. Play your talent. I'm looking at the rest of these Pac-12 predictions. I really wish we could just skip this section. UCLA will have 3 all-conference first-team players.
Oh, whoo, wrong.
I'm trying to think. I must have thought it was Jaquez and Campbell with Juzang. Yikes. 21-19.
Yeah, shit. Juzang will still be on there.
This UCLA team isn't like as bad as we're acting like they are, but they still I don't think they play particularly hard.
Yeah, I just don't think they put it together.
I don't know that they like basketball. I think I texted you that the other day. Like,
they're like, we talk about how we love UCLA because of the vibes. They might have bought way too into the vibes.
They honestly might just want to be like skating. That's what I pick up on with this team.
They want to be at Venice.
Yeah, honestly, all of them look like they just want to. I don't even know skate.
They're just worried about getting their Thrasher NIL money.
Pretty much. Number 41. This is another. Yikes. Oregon will be a top 10 team in the country in March. Okay, so I'd like to we're not going to be able to do this, but I'd like to compare and see like what has Oregon played to since February. I still don't think it's top 10 or close particularly, but like their beginning of the season is weighing them down so much in overall polls. Like if we did that Torvik sort by date thing, I think Oregon might be like a top 20 team in February.
Yeah, we should have did it before the last game because I'm pretty sure they lost to Cal by 20 at home.
They lost to Cal by 14. They just beat Washington State last night. They were up 10 with a minute left and then didn't cover. But
yikes.
Well, Oregon's good. They're good. They had too bad of a non-conference schedule for or performance for this to come true, but they're good. I'm sticking with them. 21-20 is the record. Fighting, scratching and clawing to have a winning record on this. Number 42, Harrison Ingram will be the Pac-12 Freshman of the Year. Racking your brain for thinking of Pac-12 freshmen.
Right? I really am, and I feel bad for thinking about other Pac-12 freshmen. I think that,
Harrison Ingram is 11.6 points, 6.6 rebounds, leads Stanford in both of those, 2.9 assists, 42% from the floor, 33% from three.
Should be Peyton Watson, but Mick Cronin's holding my boy hostage. So yeah, I think that's correct.
I'll take that as a win. Harrison Ingram's numbers. I haven't watched a ton of Harrison Ingram. I watched Stanford quite a bit early, but they were really struggling. Harrison Ingram's numbers appear as if he's basically Caleb Houston and Max Christie, but West Coast, and the ball actually goes in.
Must be nice.
That's kind of what it seems like. Okay, number 43. There will only be 2 top 25 teams in the Pac-12.
That's correct. Oregon's not in there, right?
Oregon's not. Are you you're gonna give me a win with USC kind of floating on the perimeter?
They're currently out.
Are they?
Yeah.
I think they're 17th in the country right now.
No, they were 20. They were 21 before they lost this past. Oh fuck! I forgot they won.
Yeah. Right now Arizona's third, UCLA's 13th.
No,
USC is 17th.
I'm projecting towards end of the year. There'll be 2 in there by the end of the year.
I like that. Yeah, yes. Neither one of us buy USC.
Hell no.
Yeah, I don't. I feel bad. Sorry to the 2 USC fans who have ever listened.
Oh yeah, our good friends Quinn, the Hazards, Quinn and Alex, the biggest USC fans of all time. I don't care. Like that Drew Peterson's best punch obviously took out UCLA, but let's get real. It's Drew Peterson. Like, look at him.
Can we do my thing that I texted you about now?
Which one?
The Drew Peterson team.
Oh, the all Drew Peterson team.
What was the name that you? So I have this thing that I've been texting Carr. Like, we need to think of a 5th player too, but there's an all Caucasian basketball.
No, it's the intramurals team. It's like that team that just looks like an intramural team of guys you just kind of pull off of like the student union and put together. You got like Drew Peterson, Jaime Jaquez. Who else do we say?
Christian Brown, Scooter Brown,
It's
Paul Mulcahy.
It's a nasty. It's a great team. Don't get me wrong. But also those guys could easily just be accounting majors.
No, what it basically started as was, first of all, when Jaquez did what Jaquez did to Michigan State in the tournament last year, and I've now coined the phrase Jaquezed. That's a verb. It's just like watching this white dude play out of his mind and make these tough shots off the dribble that like have no business going in. And I watched UCLA enough this season. Like, that was an anomaly. Like, I know that's like Jaquez's herky-jerky game. He doesn't make that shit, Cart. Like, he does not make that shit consistently. And he was just torching every team in the NCAA tournament for 6 games last season or 5 games. This is a phenomenon that's happening elsewhere. That's why, like, there's other guys in this team. Paul Mulcahy is currently in the middle of a ridiculous Jaquez stretch right now. Like, he's leading the Big Ten in assists. He's averaging like 15 a game. Rutgers can't lose to a top 25 team. It's absurd. And again, he wears a headband and just looks like the biggest high school nerd you've ever seen, but he's a fucking bucket. Scooter Brown, like, he's gone from a dude that I called a role player and literally called Scooter to like Kansas's clutchest player on a team with Ochai Agbaji. Like, you get him the ball, he makes shit happen. He finishes at the rim, he hits tough shots. And then Drew Peterson just like put our bets extinction against UCLA over the weekend with step back fadeaway jumpers. And he was talking that shit too. I don't know if you saw that. Like, he's turned to the crowd talking about,
I did.
I'm him. Like,
yeah,
he
was definitely at Alpha Sig Chi Omega that night, like backwards hat, lacrosse penny, beer bonging, like, for sure, 100%. I'm sorry. Is there a reason why you just did that? Are you trying to say you like?
No, you just dissed wearing backwards hats. So
no. No, I'm a backwards hat advocate. Don't worry.
Okay, all right,
you're all right.
Coming back around.
You do look like Drew Peterson, though.
Oh, thank you so much. That's the nicest thing I'm actually in love with Drew Peterson right now. So after literally when he hit that and turned to the crowd and said, "Holy shit,"
If you didn't have a beard, you would be Drew Peterson.
So we need to come up with a fifth guy is the point, but that's either all intramural team or all frat team. That's our current team.
We're still recruiting. Honestly, if it's all frat, I feel like Hunter Dickinson might have to be on it.
Yeah, but that he doesn't fit the same ethos because you look at Hunter Dickinson and you're like, he's a killer, or at least he might be a douchey killer, but like that the man looks like a bucket.
True. Well, we're still recruiting. If you listen to this episode, you got somebody that we can get as our fifth for the intramurals. Let us know.
Yes, we are. That will be revealed on the Sleepers Awards episode at the end of the year.
Can't wait for the sleepies.
Back to predictions: 23 wins, 20 losses. Last Pac-12 prediction. Thank God. Little brothers will struggle. Marcus Bagley and Isaiah Mobley will not be all conference first team players.
No. Isaiah Mobley almost screwed you, but no.
I guess I don't know for sure that that's first team. All it says is not all conference.
I'm going to give you a win.
Okay. Thank you. Salvage some things in the Pac-12 predictions there. Off to a very tough start. 24-20 is the record. We are now into the other conference predictions. Then there's some preseason tournaments. Then there's awards. Then there's postseason predictions card. So we're getting to the stretch run. Number 45. Oh, okay. Can I skip this one?
No. Read it.
It hurts me so
Own
hard.
it.
It hurts me so hard to say this. Imani Bates will score 20 points per game.
Okay. That's a loss. And let's just move on.
You and I were both collectively extremely high on Imani Bates preseason, though.
Hey, hot take. He could be somewhere scoring 20 right now, but Penny's not a good basketball coach.
I can't put that all on Penny, though. Like, Imani literally just left the team.
Yeah, 20 was a little optimistic for sure.
I'm ready to swing all the way the other way, honestly. And I know that's like not great of us to do, but honestly, I don't really care. I think Imani's a cancer.
Are you taking Imani Bates on Michigan next year if you want to?
Hell no. Hell no.
I would in a heartbeat take Imani Bates on Michigan State.
No, you shouldn't at all. Like,
I would.
You should not. This man is a cancer card. This is a good Memphis team that plays well every game he's not on the team. Every single one.
I mean, who knew a 17-year-old couldn't play well with a bunch of 22-year-olds?
I just don't you have to? We can't do the Imani conversation. It's never going to end. But I'm so out on that dude. It's ridiculous. Houston will win the American Conference.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a win. I had 3 names listed, and all 3 of them have gone down hurt at this point for Houston. But that's still a win. Incredibly impressive what they're doing in Houston, what Kelvin Sampson has put together. Number 47, Kendrick Davis from SMU will lead the nation in assists per game. And before you ask, I will not tell you how many assists per game Kendrick Davis is currently averaging.
I know he's not leading the country in assists. I believe that's Yuri Collins from St. Louis, if I'm not mistaken.
Good call. Good work.
But I know Kendrick Davis is close. But I'm going to have to give you a loss on that.
He's not close. He's
not?
His assists have actually dropped to 4 per game. He was at 7.5 assists per game last year.
He's averaging less than AJ Hoggard.
He's scoring more. I have Hoggard takes. We're about to record unscripted soon. I have some Hoggard assist takes coming. You'll be excited for these. Number 48, St. Bonaventure. Jesus, we'll finish with 2 losses or less.
Yeah, no.
I was super high on the Bonnies, man. I said this in the group chat the other day. I don't think there's a good mid-major team in the country. And I got roasted for that by people who actually like watch and care about mid-majors, which is fair. But like maybe elite is the word, or like I don't think there's a Sweet 16 team coming from a non-power conference.
I can name 1 or 2 mid-majors off my top of the head that actually scare me. That's it. So
Davidson's one.
I'm starting to get a little bit out on Davidson.
Really?
Yeah.
Who are your 2 then?
Murray State. I think they got some killers on that team, and I'm still riding with the Ramblers, man. I still think they can get it. They need some more scoring, but besides that, I still think they can lock up.
They can lock up. I don't know. I don't trust this offense right now at all.
Either do I. I don't know.
And I love Drew Valentine. I love Braden Norris. I love Lucas Williamson. But like every game I watch, they are in a rock fight against.
I love Lucas Williamson. I think Lucas Williamson will be a nasty like third option on this team as a scorer. And if they had two more like main scorers, I think it'd get real dirty.
Yeah. Maybe the moment will help them. Like maybe they get on the big stage and Braden and Lucas are just like, oh shit, we have to be the guys. But like on random Tuesday night games against 11 and 11 teams right now, they're not capable of doing that. They're just like, whatever. So
also a team that's been there in the tournament. So,
True.
They know what to do.
Very true. We'll see what happens. Speaking of Loyola, last non-conference prediction, Loyola will beat Michigan State.
Wrong.
Could beat them in the tournament still. You never know.
We're just a lean green fight machine, man. Can't beat those fighting Spartan dogs.
25. Yeah, you can beat the fighting Spartan dogs, but not every game.
You can.
25 and 24 is the number. Prediction number 50. Preseason tournament time. There's 4 of these. Purdue will win the Hall of Fame tip-off with North Carolina, Villanova, Tennessee.
Correct.
That was correct. 26 and 24. That happened the weekend of your wedding cart.
Good
Surprised
call.
you knew who won that.
I did. Oh, because I bet on it. I was checking.
That's true. Number 51. Oregon will win the Maui Invitational.
Wrong.
Very wrong. Oregon was horrible in that tournament.
Early year Oregon was cheeks.
That was Wisconsin, right? That was Johnny Davis beat Houston in the final. That was kind of the moment everybody realized Johnny Davis was a guy.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. 26 and 25. Number 52. Baylor will win the battle for Atlantis. Correct. Beat them Spartan dogs who you can't beat. Lean green fight machine.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. They had us.
Yeah,
it happens.
As every top 10 team this season has had their way with the Spartans, to be real.
Yeah. But Michigan hasn't.
Well, still
March 1st, we're also beating that ass, by the way. Again.
We'll see about that. Michigan been playing better. 27-25. Number 53. Memphis will win the NIT season tip-off. That had Virginia Tech, Xavier, and Iowa State in it. I have no idea who won that.
Iowa State won that.
Did they? Oh, yeah, they were undefeated.
They're undefeated yet. So, wrong.
27-26. All right, this is just a dogfight at this point for me to stay above 500. The next 10 are basically my All-American predictions.
Okay.
And God, I'm in trouble as I'm looking at this. Okay. The first isn't my National Player of the Year pick, and then there's the rest of the first team and the rest.
These are also tough. I will just a little disclaimer before we get here. Like, you're trying to guess the National Player of the Year out of every single college basketball player, and I'm supposed to just say right or wrong. Like, that's a tough.
I'm gonna need mercy from you. This is really, really bad. This is my lowest point of the predictions. Number 54, National Player of the Year, Chet Holmgren.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say no on that.
Is he even an All-American?
No, he's not.
Is it because he's playing at Gonzaga, or is it because of how he's playing?
Yes, it's because he's playing at Gonzaga.
Okay. All right, I'm 500 now, and now I'm below 500 because number 55 is that Hunter Dickinson, first team All-American.
Yeah, no.
57-50 or 27-28, number 56, Kofi Coburn, first team All-American.
That's a win.
That is a win. I think he's one of 2 guys in the fight for National Player of the Year right now.
I agree. And also, quick little just rant here. Shout out to the post players, man. We're back. This dominant.
Now you take your victory lap.
I'm just saying, post players are back. We ain't dead. All right, we're still here.
We've had 4 months to take a victory lap. Also, the fact that post players aren't dead is the reason that this college basketball season doesn't have an elite team.
It's because post players are back.
No, it's because if every team's best player is a post player, then there's no great teams. Like, Every team's just begging for a guard to be their guy. No one has one. And now we're saying there's 25 teams that can win the tournament and no mid-majors are good because nobody has a guard. Nobody has one. Whatever. It is what it is. Speaking of nobody having a guard, my pick for the best guard in the country and first team All-American projection, Marcus Carr.
Wow. That's tough. I don't even think Marcus Carr will make an all Big 12 team.
No, this is so bad right now. 28 and 29 is the record. Final first team prediction, Johnny Juzang.
I'm going to give you a win with some leniency because I think he can make a push for first team.
I appreciate that. I do too. He has scoring numbers to at least make an All-American team, even if not first team. 29 and 29 is the record. 5 guys that I had on my preseason second team. Paolo Banchero.
That's a win.
That's a win. I think he's safely in the top 10 for All-American awards. Number 60, Drew Timme.
That's a win.
You think he makes the team?
I do.
I'm skeptical, but I do think you got to reward somebody from Gonzaga.
Yeah, I agree.
Might be Chet over Timme. I don't know.
I wouldn't be mad at that. I would not be mad at that.
61's a loss. It's Amani Bates.
Did you have him as second team All-American?
I did. I had how many here? I think I had 4 freshmen on the 2 teams.
I love the freshman love, but no, that's a loss. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I had 4 freshmen, and the 4th freshman is Ty Washington, second team All-American.
That's a loss.
31 and 31, Cart. Oh, this is crunch time. The final one, Jaden Shackelford. It's a loss. Don't be that lenient. That's a loss.
I'm sorry, but he does have the numbers. I'm just saying. But
does he have the numbers?
He's got to be averaging close to 17 a game.
Let me check here. Jaden Shackelford is averaging 17.3 points, 5.6 rebounds, 1.4 assists. If his team was better, maybe.
Yeah, true. Okay, so that's a loss. Sorry, I tried.
No, it's a loss. I appreciate you trying. 31 and 32 is the record. There are 5 postseason predictions remaining. So you have to now speculate and give me wins and losses here. You have to be fair, Cart. Don't just give me a winning record. Just give me a winning record. I want this so bad, Cart. So bad. I got up early for this shit. Come on.
Hey,
5
let's
left.
rock. Come on.
5 left. Number 64. Alabama will miss the Sweet 16.
That's correct.
Thank you. Don't trust.
Alabama will probably lose their first game.
Whoa. Yeah, if they're in a 5-12.
Yes.
I like it.
They're in a 5-12. That 12 is going to be juicy.
That'd be good. 65. Ohio State will be upset in the first round. Back-to-back seasons.
That's wrong.
Oh, what? I felt really good about that.
I do, but no.
You are way too high on EJ Liddell. It's stupid.
What? I'm sorry, I'm high on the second coming.
No, it's not just you. There's a lot of people that are like, oh, EJ Liddell might win Big Ten Player of the Year. He
should be in consideration. He's a monster.
Keegan Murray is everything EJ Liddell is, but better in every way.
Wrong.
And everyone writes off
Wrong.
Keegan Murray his stats are inflated. No, they're not. Look at his all-conference numbers right now. They're better than EJ Liddell's in every category, every single one.
Besides that last game against Nebraska, Keegan Murray, you could make an argument, wasn't even the best Murray on his team.
Yeah, because Chris Murray's also a dog, but
and so is EJ Liddell.
EJ Liddell's a dog. No shit. But Ohio State's the same team they were last year, which is why they're going to lose in the first round. They don't guard for shit. EJ Liddell's their only offensive option that they have. They just beat Michigan. I see that little twinkle in your eye. You're about to hit me with, they beat them Wolverines. Yeah, they did. It was their 3rd game in 6 days. That happens. You ever been tired after beating the number 3 team in the country? God. EJ Liddell is the 4th best Big Ten player at best. At best. I think he might be 5th or 6th.
No, wrong.
Stupid.
He's better than everyone's darling Johnny Davis. I'll tell you that.
He's not better than Johnny Davis at all.
He is better than Johnny Davis.
I'd listen to that before I'd listen to him over Keegan Murray, though. Number 66, Gonzaga will not make the Final Four.
Wrong.
I told you to not be lenient, but getting 2 consecutive L's on those 2 hurts. I'm just going to say that.
I'll give you the Ohio State first. Okay, if I had to pick between the 2, I'd give you Ohio State first round, but the Gonzaga, I'm picking Gonzaga to win it all this year.
All right. Good to know. You're losing your bracket with that, but
Okay.
they're good team. Good team. Not great team. Number 30 or number 67. Final two predictions. The final four will be Duke, Kansas, UCLA, and Michigan.
Wrong.
That is wrong. And the national champion prediction: Kansas over Duke.
I'll give you right on that because that has possibilities.
I just wish you'd give me an L on that, honestly, at this point.
All right, I'll give you one. I mean, asking you shall receive.
It's your world. It's your world. Is that a win or loss? Your call.
That's a win for me.
Okay, 33 and 35 is the final number. I miss a 500 record by one prediction. You think EJ Liddell is a top 3 player in the country, so I don't get there. I mean, and then you spite me. You spite me by giving me Kansas over Duke as a win after just saying Gonzaga is going to win it all when it was meaningless.
It's a possibility. I'm saying my pick is Gonzaga.
That's like that is literally like when you're like a bench warmer on your high school basketball team. I'm speaking from experience here. And the coach looks at you with like 35 seconds left in a blowout game. It's like, you want to go in? That's what that was.
I'm
like,
sorry. I don't.
Thanks, coach. Thanks for that meaningless.
You know I'm high on EJ Liddell. You knew where that was going. Like, I'm not.
Fine, but I'm just saying there's going to be personal money made by me off of you when it comes to March on how Ohio State season will go.
Is Michigan making the tournament?
Say midseason predictions.
I'm asking, is Michigan making the tournament?
It's 50-50. It's 50-50.
If they make it, do they go farther than Ohio State?
I think Ohio State loses first round, so maybe.
Okay. What seed do you think Ohio State's going to be?
6.
6? Okay.
6 or I think 5 at highest, 7 at lowest.
Okay. Gotcha. I'm going to do some research on what teams they could possibly match up with, but you are very, very sleep on EJ Liddell. EJ Liddell tournament run for the ages coming, loading.
But here's the thing. Like, we saw this last year. I'm not saying because they lost last year, they're guaranteed to lose this year, but like, they don't defend.
The reason they lost last year is not on the team anymore.
Dwayne Washington, you really blaming him for everything?
I'm blaming Dwayne Washington for the loss to Oral Roberts, yes.
But here's the problem, Cart. As much as Dwayne Washington was erratic, and you can blame him for shit, they replace him with Jamari Wheeler, who stinks.
That's fine.
Like, they don't have a guard. If you want to call Malachi Branham a guard, like, okay, he can shoot you to a loss too.
That's the thing. There's no guys on this team that are going to shoot you to losses. The only guy on the team that's going to shoot you to losses is the best player on the team.
I mean, I just, like, if you're that one-dimensional, you end up losing games in March when you don't have a defense.
I'm not going to just have you out here just having me caping for Ohio State. Like,
you've been doing this shit.
It's because of EJ Liddell. The dude has been special this year. Like, you talk about like numbers. You love talking about numbers that haven't been put up in recent years. The only person,
but they have no. They have
numbers comparable to EJ Liddell is Tim Duncan.
No, this is bullshit. That's the most arm twisting narrative ever, because we can literally go down the line and play Keegan Murray versus EJ Liddell, and Keegan's doing exactly what EJ Liddell is doing, but better in every category. And this is why I'm getting pissy about it, because Big Ten people are all over EJ Liddell's nuts. And they're just like, Keegan's like, he's a result of the Iowa system. It's only from all those cupcakes he played in the non-conference. None of that's true. None of it's true. Keegan Murray's averaged like 35 last week.
And who they play? Nebraska?
The Big Ten schedule, who Ohio State also gets to play. Like, what do you want them to do? Skip the game? You want them to take a self-imposed COVID pause?
I'm also pretty sure that EJ Liddell had 40 against Nebraska, by the way.
First of all, no matter how good EJ Liddell is, it doesn't matter for Ohio State, because EJ Liddell had like 25 on 10 of 15 shooting and lost to Oral Roberts last year. He can be great and they'll still lose. They don't guard anybody.
Okay. They guarded y'all.
Michigan guarded themselves. They missed open shots because their legs were flat, because it was their third game in 6 days. Sorry, they didn't go 3-0 with 3 quad 1 victories. My bad. God, Michigan had more quad 1 wins last week than Michigan State's had in a month, and I get the sad acoustic violin right now. All right, can we have to at least end on this because it's actually bullshit. I want Keegan Murray versus EJ Liddell comparison.
EJ Liddell is better
based on the numbers. This is what I want to do. I'm writing them down right now.
All right. Do you need me to look up numbers?
Yeah, you look up EJ Liddell's conference stats per game.
Conference stats?
This is what people tell me, Carr, is that you can't count Keegan Murray's non-conference stats.
I would let you, but okay.
They play such bad teams, Carr. We can't count what Keegan Murray did in the non-conference.
I'm not one of those people who takes that stance, but okay.
I just want conference numbers because that's supposedly when EJ Liddell's been so good, and it's supposedly when Keegan Murray's been so bad. Tell me when you got him. I'm going points, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks, and then percentages.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to get to. Are you on Basketball Reference?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and get Keegan's. I got.
Let's go down the line together.
Okay.
Points per game. Keegan Murray, 22.7 in conference play.
EJ Liddell in conference play is averaging 20.4.
So Keegan Murray's 2 points a game better. Great to know. 1 for 1. Rebounds. Keegan Murray, 8.2 a game.
7.4.
Oh my God. Keegan Murray has more rebounds a game than EJ. Interesting. All right. Assists. Keegan, 0.8 assists.
3 assists for EJ.
EJ Liddell better passer. Steals, 1.3 for Keegan Murray.
0.8.
Interesting. All right. And blocks, 2.1 for Keegan Murray.
2.2 for EJ Liddell.
So identical, but we'll give you a 0.1 win for EJ Liddell. All right. Shall we go to percentages here? Keegan Murray. 55.
Yeah. Do we want to do turnovers at all or no?
If you want.
I mean, I don't know. EJ's averaging 1.9.
And Keegan's averaging 1.2. So, yeah, thanks.
All
We can do turnovers. That's a win. Field goal percentage, 55% for Keegan Murray.
53.
Oh, interesting. He's more efficient.
Wait. Sorry. What? Sorry. My bad. 49.
Yeah, again. So Keegan's significantly more efficient from the floor. Got it. Understood. How about 3-point percentage, Cart? 43% from the floor for 3. 43%.
39.
Keegan Murray is so much better than EJ Liddell. And they do the same shit. And Keegan's better. And all anyone wants to talk about is how good Liddell is.
How many shots a game does Keegan get?
You literally, Car, how many
shots a game does Keegan get?
I don't know. He should get more. He's shooting 55% from the floor. Why would he not get more? He gets 15 shots a game. How many does EJ Liddell get?
13.
And he's on a team that has no feeders. That's on him.
Malachi Branham's good.
Look, all I'm saying is you literally 5 minutes ago said EJ Liddell's doing things no college player's ever done. And Keegan Murray's literally doing them, but better. The same guy in his own conference is doing them, but better. Like this, I don't get it. This is why I can't with EJ Liddell. I don't get why everyone like hyperbolizes his goodness, not greatness, goodness. That's my end of my rant.
I'm glad you got that off your chest.
Thank you. I'll change my mind if EJ Liddell wants to come on Sleepers, but until then, Keegan Murray has my heart. All right, that was fun. Basically, an hour and 15 minutes of building up to calling me a loser. 33 and 35 was my record. I'll have to beat that.
You're a winner. You're a winner in my book. I thought you did pretty well.
Thanks, Card. The lighting in your room is the winning in my book. So we'll be back next week with. Actually, we do have a player guest from the Kentucky Wildcats joining the show next week. Very excited about that one. We're going to try to line up player guests down the stretch run of the season. If there are things you would like us to do or players you would like us to interview, please reach out. Let us know. You can find Carter and I both on the Field of 68 after dark occasionally. We'll have some news of some upcoming events that Carter and I will be doing with the Field of 68 in March that we are very excited about. And as always, Cart, this episode is presented by Dimers, where you can go get some free bets, some deposit matches, basically free money to make money at dimers.com/sleepers.
Wow, that was a great transition and wrapping up what we're doing, what we got going on, and ending with the ad read. Gregory, appreciate my guy.
Thank you. All right. Enjoy.
I can tell how
happy
pissed
work
you are.
day.
I can still tell how pissed you are about the Keegan Murray, EJ Liddell thing, but we'll end it. I will end it. Okay.
I'm sick that I ended with a loss. I ended with a loss because you like EJ Liddell and you said EJ Liddell's doing shit that's never been done before. And then, I'm pissed that because everybody likes EJ Liddell like that, dude. He's fine. He's fine. He's the 4th best player in the Big Ten.
Okay. He's not. Sleepers. We're out.